Under our first learning objective, we take a look at calculating taxable earnings for Social Security tax. So we're only talking about Social Security tax of 6.2%. Okay, so first off, we're just going to do some assignment B homework here to kind of emphasize it. Here we got Dustin Woodward earned gross pay of $2,200 during the recent pay period. It doesn't say necessarily if it's a week or not. We're just calculating taxable earnings. So anytime when you're doing a problem like this, know what it is you're trying to calculate. So this is just the taxable earnings. So the question is do we deduct the 8% 403B retirement plan and a $50 each pay period to a cafeteria plan? So the first thing that you do is you probably go into your book and open up that table. That is so useful. And you'll see that the only thing deductible from the gross wage in terms of Social Security is the $50 cafeteria plan. The 403B is not taxable, or it is taxable for Social Security. So we take the 2,200 and subtract out the 50, and we've got 2,150. Okay, let's try another one. Olivia Sutter earned gross pay of $950 a month. Or, I'm sorry, during the pay period. She contributes $40 to a flexible spending account and a 2.5% of her gross pay to a separate dependent care flexible spending account. So both of these are non-taxable for Social Security. In this one, we have to do just a little bit of calculation. So let's pull down a calculator here. So we know that, let's do the, let's take a look at it again. Sutter earned gross pay of $950 during the recent period. She contributes 5% of her gross pay to the 401, which we know is not deductible. So I jumped a little low there or something. Retirement plan, and 1% of the gross to a dependent care plan. So 1% of that gross, $950 times, now we can go 1% and then subtract it, or we could go 0.99 and find out the amount that is taxable, and that's $940.50. And yes, the cents do matter. Okay, next one. Anna Grantham earned gross pay of $1,420 during the recent pay period. She contributes $40 to flexible spending and a 2.5% to a separate dependent care flexible spending account. Okay, so both of these are non-taxable for Social Security. So we have to take the $420. Well, we know that $40 is flexible spending and the 2.5. So let's take $1,420 times, clear this out here for a minute. $1,420 times 0.025, and that equals $35.50. So we have to remember $35.50 plus the $40 is non-deductible for Social Security. So $75.50. So $1,420 minus 75.50. Wow. 1,420 minus 75.50 equals $1,344.50. So that's the amount. If we were going to go on and calculate Social Security at this point, this is the amount that we would calculate Social Security on. We'd multiply that by 6.2%, and that's the amount that would be deducted from the employee's check, and consequently matched by the employer. So I think you get it. Um, and that's the first assignment on Chapter 4. Let's just glance at the next one real quick. It says calculate Social Security tax. So that would be one step beyond. So why don't we just go ahead and do one? All right, so the first one, Mortimer Klein earned gross pay of $1340. $1340. All right. Each pay period makes a 401k contribution of 3% of gross. His current year taxable earnings for Social Security tax to date are $184,600. Now, one of the things you have to recall is the tax base for Social Security caps, and I think it's 128,400. So, but he's well over it. So his Social Security tax is actually zero. So we'll put a zero in there. Well, because that's zero, that was just too easy. So let's go down here and see if we can find something just a little bit more complicated. Helena Smith earned gross pay of $2,000. She does not make retirement plan contributions. Her current year tax. Okay, well, they're just tasking you here. So she got $2,000. She's at $128,200. And so that means she's got $200 of this amount is taxable by Social Security. So let's pull the calculator down here. So it's only going to be $200 times 0.062. So a little bit of work there. Then she's going to pay $12.40. And after that, if she gets a $2,000 paycheck consistently, there won't be any more Social Security to pay. Okay, so I'm looking for something just a little bit more in depth here. All right, so I'm going to go with this one here because it's the most complicated, I guess. It's $1140. Each pay period contributes 1.5% of gross pay to flexible spending account. His current year taxable earnings Social Security is $71,900, so he's nowhere near going over. So we're going to calculate 1140 times 1.5%, 0.015. Oh, shoot. 1420 times 0.015 equals 2130. And let's remember that. 1140 minus 21.30 is the taxable amount. And then we multiply that by 0.062, and that is equal to 6936. Okay, so I feel like I've done something wrong here. So let's clear this out again. It's 1.5% of flexible spending. 1140 times 0.015 equals, there, I did my math incorrect, $17.10. Let's clear that out. 1140 minus $17.10 is equal to 1122.90 times 0.062, which is Social Security rate, and that's 69.62. 69.62. Okay, so what we've done is we've learned in this video how to calculate the taxable amount for Social Security, and then how to apply the 6.2% tax rate to that amount, which is called the taxable amount for Social Security.